Hi guys, back again. We'll do number 2 this time. And so again, we're going to write out our equation for number 2. And it looks like this. NaNO3 plus H2SO4 produces NaHSO4 plus HNO3, and delta H is equal to 21.2 kilojoules. Now you'll notice that this equation is written a little differently than the last equation because this time it gives us the delta H. If this equation were to be written like the equation number 1, it would look like this, plus H2SO4, and the energy term, that 21.2 kilojoules, would appear on the reactant side of the equation. And then the products, of course, would be the same, NaHSO4 plus HNO3. They're both correct equations, and they're both examples. Well, it's one example of an endothermic reaction where the energy is pulled into the system. So delta H appears on the just appears separate from the equation, and it's positive. And in this one, it just appears on the left-hand side. So the endothermic is either positive or appears on the reactant side. The exothermic, like the last one we did, appears on the product side. And if I were to show it as delta H, it would have been a negative delta H. So this question says, how much heat is absorbed, so how much heat is taken in when 100 grams of NaNO3 reacts with this sulfuric acid, this H2SO4. So the first thing I have to do, just like in the last types of problems, set up my picket fence, and I'll start like this. 1 mole of NaNO3, and this time I thought ahead and I calculated the molar mass first, NaNO3, and then I'm going to just look at the amount of energy needed for this 1 mole, and it's 21.2 kilojoules for every 1 mole of NaNO3, and I know that I would put a 1 here because no coefficient out front means there is an assumed 1. If that were a 2, you would put a 2 here. A 3, you would put a 3 here. So at this point, all I have to do is calculate, and I'll be finished. So I'm going to take 100, and I'm going to divide by 85, and then I'm going to multiply that number by 21.2. And I'm going to get an answer of 24.94 kilojoules. So grams cancel, just to remember how to cancel out our units and why the unit comes out to kilojoules. So that's it.